Have you ever seen a rose blooming in silence? It doesn't ask for attention, it doesn't beg to be seen, yet its beauty is so powerful that it pulls every eye, every soul, without saying a word. That's the kind of power you hold. And when he walked away, when he thought you'd wait forever, when he believed your silence meant defeat, he didn't know he was giving you the very space you needed to rise. There's something deeply unsettling for a man when the woman he once knew suddenly disappears. Not in distance, but in energy. No more messages, no more checking up, no more pieces of yourself being handed to someone who didn't know how to hold them. And that silence, that stillness, it speaks louder than anything you could ever say. It makes him wonder, it makes him feel, and most importantly, it makes him miss you. Seneca once said, "The greatest blessings of mankind are within us and within our reach." And that's the truth most people forget in love. You gave him your best, you gave him your heart, your time, your laughter, your loyalty. You stayed when you could have left. You believed in him even when he gave you reasons not to. And now he gets to sit in the echo of your absence. He gets to taste what life is like without your energy lighting up his world. Think of a flame. A flame doesn't chase what leaves. It burns, it glows, it warms everything around it. And the moment it's gone, the cold comes crashing in. That's what he will feel. Not immediately, maybe not even tomorrow, but one day, soon. When the noise fades and the newness disappears, he will feel the silence you left behind, and it will hurt more than anything you could ever say. You don't need to convince him to miss you. You don't need to prove your worth. Your silence will do all the talking. Your absence will remind him of everything he once had. And slowly, deeply, without even trying, you'll become the one he thinks about when the nights grow quiet and the emptiness sets in. And now, beautiful woman, it's time to remember who you are. You are not a woman waiting in the shadows. You are not someone hoping to be chosen. You are stepping into something greater. You are learning to live as a queen, not loud, not desperate, but powerful in your silence and unforgettable in your presence. If this message touched something deep inside you, if it reminded you of your strength, your beauty, your quiet power, then take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We are here, working with heart and purpose, to bring you the kind of content that speaks to your soul and helps you rise, one truth at a time. Number 1. Your silence will echo louder in his mind than your words ever did. Have you ever noticed how the loudest noise in someone's heart is often silence? Not words, not arguments, just the stillness after everything stops. That quiet space where your messages no longer appear, your name no longer lights up his phone. That's where he starts to feel the emptiness. That's when it hits him. Because the truth is, your silence speaks, and in time, it screams. Louder than any message you could have sent, louder than any words you could have spoken. He thought he had time. He thought you'd always be there, reaching out, explaining, giving more of yourself, even when he gave you less. But when you finally stopped, everything changed. He didn't expect that. He didn't expect your silence to say so much. Now, every quiet moment becomes a reminder. Every unanswered call, every unread message, every day without your voice becomes the echo of what he lost. Rumi once said, "The quieter you become, the more you are able to hear." And now it's his turn to listen. Not to your words, but to the silence you left behind. That silence is powerful because it's not empty. It holds everything. Your strength, your dignity, your decision to stop fighting for someone who didn't know how to hold your heart. Think of a music box. When it plays, it fills the room with beauty. But when it stops, that silence feels even deeper because of the sound that once was. You were his music. You were the melody that made him feel alive. But now, you've gone quiet, and that stillness haunts him. And you, beautiful woman, you are not broken. You are just done speaking to a heart that couldn't hear you. Now you're stepping into a life where your silence is not weakness, it is power. This is where you begin to live, not as the woman who was left, but as the woman who chose herself. This is where the journey of becoming a queen begins. Not loud, not bitter, just unstoppable. So write this in the comments and claim it. My silence is louder than words. Let the world know that you are no longer explaining, no longer chasing. You are rising. And queens, if this message touched your heart, like this video and subscribe to the channel. We are working hard every day to bring you real, life-changing lessons, because your power is not waiting to be found. It's waiting to be unleashed. Number 2, he will scroll through old messages just to feel something that's already gone. Have you ever noticed how quiet nights feel louder when the right person is no longer reaching out? That's when he starts to feel the silence, when your voice, once a constant melody in his life, fades away without warning. At first, he won't say a word, but one day, late at night, he will scroll through old messages just to feel something that's already gone. He will read your words, searching for the warmth that used to be there. But your energy, your love, your presence, it's no longer attached to him. He expected you to stay. He thought you would keep giving, keep checking in, keep reminding him that you cared, even after he started pulling away. But what he didn't expect was your silence. No goodbye, no fight, just distance. And that distance now haunts him, because a woman who walks away quietly holds a kind of power that leaves a lasting echo in a man's heart. Seneca once said, "What you leave behind is not what is engraved in stone, but what is woven into the lives of others." And queen, you wove yourself into his life with grace, loyalty, and depth. That's why when he reaches for those old messages, he's not just looking at words, he's chasing a feeling he will never find again. You were real, you were rare, and now you're gone without saying a word. Imagine an old, beautiful song playing from a distance, one he can no longer touch but can't stop hearing in his head. That's you. The melody of your love is stuck in his memory but no longer part of his present. He thought time would make him forget, but instead it made him realize what he lost. And now, lovely woman, you're stepping into the most powerful version of yourself. You're not the one begging to be remembered. You are the one he can't forget. This is what living as a queen means. Loving deeply, walking away silently, and letting your absence say everything. Write this in the comments and claim it. He will miss me in silence, but I will rise in power. Queens, your silence is not weakness, it's strategy, it's healing, it's your rebirth. We are here, working every day to bring you the kind of truths that help you heal, grow, and reign, because your power deserves to be honored. Number 3. The moment you stop explaining is the moment he starts wondering. Have you ever noticed how a room suddenly feels heavier when the music stops? That strange silence that lingers, the kind that makes you listen harder, searching for what's no longer there. That's exactly what happens when you stop explaining yourself to him. when you stop justifying, stop reaching, stop pouring your heart out just to be misunderstood. That moment right there, that's when his mind starts racing. That's when the wondering begins. He was used to you making it easy. You explained your feelings. You reassured him when he grew distant. You gave him reasons when he gave you silence. But now you're done. No more trying to make him understand. No more making him feel comfortable while you break in silence. And the second he no longer hears your voice, your thoughts, your heart, he starts hearing echoes of everything he ignored. Seneca once said, "Sometimes even to live is an act of courage," and this kind of silence, this kind of letting go, takes courage, because walking away from someone you loved without saying a word isn't weakness. It's strength dressed in peace. You've said enough. Now let your silence speak for you. Imagine a lighthouse. It never runs through the storm, shouting, begging ships to notice it. It just stands still, shining. Those who lose their way, they start searching for the light they once took for granted. That's you now. You no longer explain, you shine. And the man who once had access to your heart, he will now be left wondering how he lost something so powerful, so rare, without even a goodbye. You gave him love that was honest. You gave him presence, time, loyalty, things not everyone gives so freely. And now you give him nothing, and that nothing, that's what will haunt him. He expected you to stay loud, but instead you became quiet. And your silence? It will shake him in ways your words never could. And now, lovely woman, it's time to rise into something greater. This is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of your reign. You are no longer explaining yourself to be understood. You are choosing silence to be remembered. Write this in the comments and claim it. My silence makes him wonder. We are here, working hard to bring you powerful, life-changing lessons to remind you that you were never meant to beg. You were meant to reign. Number 4, you were his calm in chaos. Now, your absence is the storm. Have you ever seen a room fall completely silent after laughter fades? That heavy stillness, that strange emptiness, that's what he feels now. You used to be his calm in the chaos, his peace when everything else in life felt too loud. When nothing made sense, he had you, and that was enough. But now, your voice is gone, your presence is missing. And that absence? That's the storm he never saw coming. He thought your love was something he could always return to. He thought no matter how many times he pushed you away, you'd still be there, soft, steady, forgiving. He never expected you to leave without a fight. But the truth is, you didn't need to slam doors or scream to make him feel your loss. You just stopped. You stopped trying. You stopped reaching. And now, every quiet moment in his life feels like thunder. Epictetus once said, "Silence is safer than speech." And in relationships, silence can say what words never could. Right now, your silence is roaring in his chest. He won't admit it out loud. He might even act unbothered. But deep down, he's searching for the calm he once had in you. And no matter how many voices he hears now, none of them feel like home. Think of a lighthouse. It stands still, unwavering, guiding ships through the worst storms. You were that for him. But when he stopped valuing your light, when he started drifting into other waters, the lighthouse stopped shining. Now he's lost, surrounded by fog, wishing for the glow that once saved him from sinking. But that light, it's no longer his to follow. Beautiful woman, this is your moment. You are not broken. You are the storm. You don't need to speak to make him feel. You don't need to explain, beg, or plead. Your silence, your absence, your glow, that's what will haunt him. That's what will make him miss you deeply, even when no words are spoken. So now, step into your power. This is the beginning of your transformation, not into who you were before, but into the woman you were always meant to become. The woman who no longer waits, the woman who no longer quiets herself for a man who never deserved her calm. Write this in the comments and claim it, queens. My absence is the storm he never saw coming. Let the world feel your power. And if this message reached your heart, like this video and subscribe. We are here, working with love and purpose to bring you life-changing lessons. Because you were never made to beg. You were made to reign. Number 5. You were his home, and now he's locked out. Have you ever seen a man stare at a locked door, wishing it would open, knowing it's his fault it closed in the first place? That door was once wide open for him, warm, welcoming, safe. You were that door. You were that home. You gave him comfort when the world was cold. You gave him space to be vulnerable, to feel, to breathe. But he didn't see it. He didn't protect it. He thought you'd always be there. And now he's locked out. And there's no key that can bring him back in. He didn't realize it at the time. He thought love meant possession. He believed your patience was endless. He believed your silence meant weakness. But silence is power. When you stop chasing, when you stop explaining, when you stop giving him pieces of your heart, he starts to feel the emptiness, not just in the room, but in his soul. Because your presence was never background noise, it was the heartbeat of his peace. There's a quote that says, "She gave him the warmth of a home, and he chose to sleep in the cold." That's what happened. He chose distance. He chose distraction. He thought he could replace something real with something temporary. But now, as the noise fades and the novelty wears off, he looks around and realizes that nothing feels like you. The world around him is full of people, but no one makes him feel the way you did. Because you weren't just a woman. You were his safe place. Think of a candle in the dark. It glows without asking for attention. But when it's blown out, the darkness isn't gentle. It's suffocating. That's what he feels now. He feels the loss, not in your words, but in your absence. And the deeper your silence goes, the more lost he becomes. But you are not lost. You are not broken. You are becoming. You are learning that your love is not a gift to waste. You are not standing at the door hoping he knocks. You are walking away toward your own light. Beautiful woman, you were never meant to be a waiting room. You were always a palace. You are the home he walked away from, and now he will miss it with every breath he takes. You are not just the one who stayed. You are the one who left without a word, and that silence. It's haunting him more than your presence ever could. Write this in the comments and claim it. I was his home, and now he's locked out. Queens, let him feel the loss. Let him sit with the silence, because your love was sacred, and now it's no longer his to enter. We are working every day to create powerful, life-changing lessons for you, because you are not here to beg. You are here to reign. Number 6. He thought you'd break when he left, but you disappeared, and that's what broke him. He thought silence meant surrender. He thought your quiet meant you were hurting, crying, waiting for his return. He walked away expecting to see you shattered, to hear your voice calling his name, needing his love. But instead, you disappeared. You didn't chase. You didn't explain. You didn't give him the show he thought he deserved, and that, more than anything, is what broke him. Because nothing confuses a man more than a woman who goes silent with power instead of pain. There is a silence that feels heavy, a silence that speaks louder than all the words you could have screamed. You didn't vanish in weakness, you rose in stillness. You stopped pouring into a heart that never knew how to hold yours. You took all that love, all that energy, and you gave it back to yourself. And now, he feels it. Not through noise, not through blame, but through the undeniable absence of your presence. There's a saying, still waters run deep, and that's exactly what you became, calm, quiet, but powerful beneath the surface. Like the ocean after a storm, your silence isn't empty. It's full of lessons, full of strength, full of everything he took for granted. And one day, when the world around him grows quiet too, he'll hear it. The echo of what he lost. Think of a candle burning in a dark room. It gives light, warmth, comfort. He got used to that light. He never asked what it cost you to keep burning. But now that the flame is gone, now that your energy no longer warms his life, the darkness is all he has left. He misses it, not because you said something, but because you didn't. You didn't break, beautiful woman. You transformed. You stopped waiting for a man who expected you to fall apart. And now he's the one left broken by your silence. Because your silence isn't weak. It's power wrapped in peace. Lovely woman, you are not invisible. You are unforgettable. This is your moment to rise, not as the one who was left, but as the one who was never meant to stay small. From this moment on, live as a queen. Live without apology. Live in a way that makes him feel your absence louder than your presence ever did. Write this in the comments and claim it. My silence broke what my words never could. Queens, let the world know you're not broken, you're rising. We are here, working with heart and truth to bring you real, life-changing lessons. Because queens, your time has come. Number 7. When you live your life like he never existed, that's when he starts to feel like he never mattered. Have you ever noticed how quiet strength can shake the ground louder than a scream? The moment you stop showing him that you care, the moment your world keeps moving without him in it, that's when the truth hits him like a storm he never saw coming. You don't have to block him, you don't have to speak his name, just live like he was never part of your story, and that's exactly when he'll feel like he never mattered. There's a strange silence that wraps around a man's heart when the woman he thought would always be there vanishes. Not in body, but in energy. No more checking his stories. No more second chances. No more holding space in your heart for the one who left. And when he realizes that you've gone on with your life, smiling, glowing, growing, that's when the weight of his mistake becomes real. He won't miss you because you chased him. He'll miss you because you didn't. Epictetus once said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." That's what makes this moment so powerful, because while he's stuck remembering the past, you are choosing who you become next. He may have thought you would sit in the shadows, wait for a message, hold on to hope. But what he didn't expect was silence. Distance, power. Think of a garden that once bloomed with your effort. You watered it daily. You pulled the weeds. You gave it sunlight, even when it gave you thorns. But now you've walked away. And when he looks back, it's not blooming anymore. It's wilting. Because the one who made it beautiful is no longer there. And no one else knows how to make it grow like you did. This is where everything changes. This is not you being cold. This is you choosing peace. This is you remembering that your energy is sacred, your love is rare, and your worth is not tied to who sees it. It's time to rise in silence, walk in power, and let him feel your absence in every empty space he once took for granted. Dear woman, he expected your world to stop when he walked out, but instead, you became unstoppable. You stopped explaining, you stopped proving, and in that stillness, he finally saw your value and realized he never truly deserved it. Write this in the comments, queens, and claim it. I live like he never existed, and now he can't forget me. And if this message stirred something in your soul, like this video and subscribe to the channel. We are here, working with heart, bringing you the lessons that change lives. Because queens, your time has come.